Hey guys, and welcome to Tuesday. I actually didn't get anything at all filmed yesterday. Like, A, nothing happened, and B, I said I was going to talk about something yesterday since I didn't talk about it on Sunday. I was just really tired. Like, oh my gosh, tired. That and I was out of it a little bit. Just various events happening that just kind of brought my mood like do 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 do. I'm better now. I think part of it was I've just been getting not the best sleep, so I took a nap. Thankfully, I got out early in my class, and I took about 45-minute nap, which is funny because I thought it was gonna be 1 or 2 by the time I woke up, but it was actually only 12:30. So, and so far today, nothing has really happened either. I'm currently trying to edit vlogs, but I also know I need to do this, otherwise I will forget about it later. Because I don't know if there's anything that's going to happen today either. I mean, dinner and late night, those are the two big things that we might get to see, but it just depends on what mood everybody's in and also what everyone's doing. The thing I wanted to talk about on Sunday, this was after talking to one of my good friends up here. He kind of helped me get down from my Mario Kart high. Because, like, I've never had a Mario Kart adrenaline rush like that, where it's just, like, it stuck around for hours and hours, and it felt weird. And I realized it was because I was legitimately upset. Like, more frustrated than anything, but I don't know what goes on my floor that makes people so excited. I was more frustrated than anything, but I didn't know why. Or that's kind of a half truth. Like, I know why, but at the same time, it's just I know I shouldn't be upset for said reason. Mario Kart is kind of one of those games where I've never really had that much competition before. As I've said, I think on Sunday's video. And now that I have competition, although I am happy indefinitely, there are just some days where it's like I get really pissed off. Like, I let myself out through that game a little more than I probably should. And it doesn't have anything to do with me losing per se. I think it just has to do with everything else is kind of like piling on, schoolwork, stuff that goes on. And when I'm not doing well in Mario Kart, that's kind of like my, okay, what's going on? Crap. So I talked to my friend about this and kind of what I said in that, I showed him what I said in that video. One of the things that he said is that I have put a lot of time into those games, but because only now I'm just getting competition against people in Mario Kart, I've never really been off my high horse, I guess. I'm trying to think of a way to explain it. It's been a few days, so I'm trying to remember what exactly he said. I know I'm not the best Mario Kart player ever, but I'm used to being the best amongst my group of friends, I guess. And that's kind of a bad thing. I mean, I know I'm not the best at anything. I know there are people better than me. I know there are. Just sometimes I can't let go of the fact that I did horribly, or what is horrible to my standards sometimes in gaming. Sometimes it's just hard to take, I guess. I will admit, I can be a very sore loser, and I don't like that side of me, but again, I'm still trying to get off my high horse, I guess, because I put so much time into that game when I was a kid, and kind of video games in general. This is another point he kind of brought up. Video games kind of really take you away from reality. Sometimes not in a good way. This is kind of ironic considering the video I just edited for last Monday. But the fact that I enjoy the video game reality a lot more than real life, that kind of can be a problem. I don't have that much drive to do things in reality sometimes, either because I have anxiety issues about them or I have no motivation for whatever reason. Like music, I'm a good musician. I do not practice as much as I should. Why? Because I don't like practicing on my own. And I get too much in the way of anxiety to ask other people, hey, do you want to practice with me on this stuff? Or hey, do you want to freestyle jazz or something? I don't know why. It's hard for me to do. Sometimes I even have trouble asking people for help with homework. Or like being like, hey, do you guys want to form a study group? Like, I don't know you as well because we're only in this one class, but let's study or something. I have trouble with that. Depending on how I read a person when I first see them, depending on what kind of mood I first read from them, whether I'm right or wrong about what it actually is, that sort of determines how okay I am with going and approaching people. I mean, if we just happen to start getting to know each other, then it becomes easier. But that's when it just happens. I have a really hard time making it happen myself. And I know a lot of people do, so this might be something you all can relate to. I know I'm kind of just being a talking head right now, but this is something that is valid and I should kind of address because I've been really wanting to escape into video games as of late, and I have, but I haven't been. Like, this is something else he said, now that I remember. This is something we all should go by when it comes to video games. Video games are for fun. When you get too engrossed in them, they stop being fun. And that kind of happens with me in Mario Kart, or any game really. I've had this experience once before too with music, like, and I'm kind of going through that again now. There was a time where it wasn't fun for me. Senior year in high school, I was working on my couple name project, and that's where you get to choose basically what you do. You have to spend 50 hours minimum working on that. And then you have to give, I don't even remember how many minute presentation on it. I tried to compose my own trumpet duet. I hated every second of it. And I don't know why. It just stopped being fun. Like, it was supposed to be a project where I could do what I wanted. I had an idea. I had this idea to create a song. Where it's like jazz fighting concert trumpet or something like that. I couldn't create it, and I couldn't figure out why. And then I realized I was listening to songs really intently rather than enjoying them. And then I was in wind ensemble, and there were a lot of really difficult songs, and I was overwhelmed. I often questioned if it was right for me to be in wind ensemble or not. Well, not right, but if I really, I guess, had the skill to be in wind ensemble. I worked really hard to try and get in, and I worked really hard to get through the music and play it and do my best. It was so hard. And there were days where it just wasn't fun. And I don't want to go back to that again. I'm okay. I hate to say it, but I'm kind of okay with my practicing methods. Like, my methods of, I practice when I need to, but then most of the time I'm playing old songs that I either remember or I still have the music for. This does have a point to it. I know I'm probably tangenting a lot, it seems, but there is a point to why I'm bringing that up. music is a really big part of my life. And I want it to continue to be. That's why I'm still trying to go for a music minor at least. I know I'm probably not the kind of person who could make a career in music performance, but I still want it to be a part of my life, because when you play music, it's not necessarily an escape from reality. Sometimes, yes, it can be, but it's also a release of emotions that sometimes you just can't say otherwise. Like when my current teacher tells the trumpet section to play louder, I'm just like, how often do trumpets get to hear that? Yes! Granted, I still don't play very loudly. I was kind of hammered with the idea that, oh, your trumpets play too loud, you need to be quieter. I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna be a little mouse trumpet. A mouse trumpet. That might be a cute idea to draw. I guess the point I'm trying to get at is I need to live in reality a little more. It's really hard to, and I know I need to try. I just need to find a starting place. I don't know where I can find that starting place per se, but maybe we'll discover that together. I hope you guys don't mind these like emotional release episodes or whatever these are, but these are things that are happening in real life for me, and I know, and I bet there are things similar to this that are happening to you guys, and I just kind of want to share my side. And I would love it if you guys share your side down in the comments, or like message me something. I don't know. I would love to get to know some of you guys. I don't know who all is gonna end up watching these in the future, but I'm hoping that whoever is watching these, they get something out of these videos. I feel like I'm preaching something, and I've only been doing this for like over a month, but I'm serious when I say this. I hope that you guys get something out of these videos just as I'm getting something out of these videos. I'm getting a chance to relive moments of my past. I'm getting a chance to record memories of friends I have here at college that I don't know how long I will be with them. Because I mean, we're all gonna go our separate ways eventually, right? I might even be moving off campus next year. I don't know if that's indefinite yet or not, but it is cheaper to live off campus. I don't necessarily want to leave campus, but I don't know what the future's gonna hold. And I don't know if I'm gonna be able to hang out with these people as much as I am now, so keeping these moments on camera, it gives me something to look back on. Something that 20 years in the future, assuming YouTube doesn't delete everything on the site, which would completely suck, I can look at these, and maybe one day I can, if I have kids, I can show them, hey, this is kind of what it was like for me. Yes, it was a very difficult ride, but here are the fun times too. Like I said, I don't remember exactly what my friend said, but hopefully I got the gist of it, because it made sense what he was saying. It was hard for me to take in and digest, but I know he's right. Life is scary, but that's what makes it worth living. I just feel the need to share this because a lot of cool places. Now for a new one. We've been abandoned by a lot of people tonight. They're all over there, like far in the corner.
They left us.
They did. And you're yellow right now. Nope, now you're white.
Tasty as ever. Wait, Tyler, are you really gonna do this thing?
If he says yes.
Jolly says yes. I'm going to go eat like 20 of those cookies. I will win.
Please explain to the audience what you were talking about.
All right, so last time we had late cookie night, my friend Jolly and I, we ate enough cookies and stole other people's plates to see how high we could stack it and see who could have the biggest stack. And I want to do that with other people's tables.
Great ambitions from this table, are there not?
There's something better to do on a Tuesday night.
Why not?
Homework.
Other than,
This is the real
other
action.
than sleeping, but who sleeps at 9 o'clock?
People who are really tired.
I'm so excited next week since we don't have our tech class.
Oh,
Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, my only class is my math class, and that starts at noon.
Why don't you have it?
this is my reaction.
They're doing, they're taking one the shows did last year, and they're doing a tour of it, so he's gonna be gone for a week, so he's like, class is canceled, so I'm just like, I get to sleep in.
And the only difference, and I'm in the same class as her, but the difference is I have an 8 o'clock class still, and a 10:30 class.
10:30 isn't that bad?
Yeah, but normally I have the stage check class to fill the hour gap, and it's just like, okay, now what do I do?
Oh yeah. I always come back.
I pretty much get to stay in the PAC like the entire day.
Yeah. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I have 4.5 hours.
I feel like that's a little more substantial because you actually do something with that.
Yeah, that's like my PE class.
That's what I
It gets over at 9:50, and my next class doesn't start till 3. It's like 6 hours, right? Yeah, 5 hours. I'm sorry, I'm still tired.
What is this math you speak of?
But yeah, like today, I slept for an hour. I did some homework. I got lunch, and then I watched the Bates Motel, the rest of Bates Motel, and then I went to class, and it was very nice. They're all yellow.
Nice.
How many?
I got 4.
So it's 8.
You're eating 8 cookies tonight.
I can. If I really wanted to, I can have 20.
You'd explode.
You wouldn't. You don't need 20.
Huh?
You don't need 20.
I know I don't need 20. I can eat 20.
Jolly said no, he's on a diet tonight.
What?
He said because he's eating with the fifth floor, he's on a diet.
What?
Oh, come on!
Wait. It's like he's the guy that usually goes back like 5 times for cookies. Like what? What? Speaking of which.
These grilled cheese are no bueno.
So first, a little bit of context. We just heard someone sing a song that was very familiar to Tori and I, and she figured out what it was before I could.
It's the How to Tie Your Shoes in SpongeBob song. I'm pretty sure
How to tie your shoes inside the SpongeBob.
SpongeBob's How to Tie Your Shoes.
Over and back, left to right. Something, and pull them tight like a bunny ears or a Christmas bow. Lace them up and you're ready to go. You make a loop-de-loop and pull, and your shoes are looking cool.
Nice.
Tonight Viola's the fatty.
That's not nice. We love Viola.
Oh no, I still love Viola, but still, she has, what? 14 plates. Again, sorry. Oh. I'm kind of bummed that I didn't get anything filmed yesterday, but at the same time, this gives me a chance to try something different for perhaps days where I just really don't have any content anyway. Because like I said, nothing happened yesterday. This video will come out the same time as whatever video I decide to post as Monday's video, since I didn't actually record anything. Probably it's just gonna be a random song I choose to sing or something, or if I really feel like it, I'll play some old songs I remember on my trumpet. But I don't know how well that'll go because a lot of songs I know are the marching band songs, and those are kind of well known, and yada yada yada. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll mess with it and see. Why am I saying this? You guys know what it's like by this point. Time. I'm too tired to think about this. I'm going to bed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. Toodles.